Drill sergeants, what was the funniest thing a recruit has ever said? I'm not a drill sergeant, but when I was in Army basic training, we had a guy in our company who was about 6'5" tall, spoke slow and simple, like Bubba from Forrest Gump, so we all called him Big Bubba. One afternoon in the chow hall about a week into basic, we noticed animal crackers on the food line. Just as we did, our drill instructor noticed them too. She stood up and loudly reminded everyone, no one is to touch the animal crackers. You haven't earned sweets yet. We all nodded, understanding the rule, and moved through the line, eyeing the crackers but avoiding them. Well, Big Bubba is 3 spots in front of me. He reached the animal crackers and without hesitation, grabbed a huge handful, tossed them onto his tray, and went back for more. We all watched, thinking, he's going to get smoked for this. The guy behind him tried to warn him quietly. Bubba, didn't you hear? We're not supposed to touch those. You're gonna get in trouble. Big Bubba just ignored him and kept piling crackers onto his tray and even started eating them as he walked in line. Our drill instructor saw this giant man shoving food into his mouth before he was even seated. She stormed across the chow hall, ready to explode at him. As she got closer, she realized it wasn't just any food he was eating, the forbidden animal crackers. Not just a couple, a whole handful. She loses her mind. She starts yelling at him and going off about how she clearly told us not to touch him and how she will make sure he pays for each of his meals until graduation, with extra physical training before and after he eats. The entire time, Big Bubba just stood there, chewing slowly, half smiling as she screamed at him. Finally, she stopped and asked him, what in God's name are you smirking about? You just screwed yourself by eating those animal crackers. Big Bubba calmly replied, drill instructor, you said not to touch animal crackers. These ain't animal crackers. These animal cookies. The entire chow line tried to hold in laughter. The drill instructor froze for a moment, then cracked a small smile and turned away to hide it. She took a few steps forward, turned back again, looked him dead in the eyes and said, touche, seeing how my eyes have deceived me, and you are in fact not eating animal crackers, you're eating animal cookies. I feel you've earned the right to eat your animal cookies. We were shocked. He had just beaten the system. Then the drill instructor pulled a move none of us expected. She told us to clean our trays off and get outside in formation in 30 seconds. Half of us hadn't even gotten our food yet, and those who had barely taken a bite, annoyed and hungry, we rushed outside. As we lined up in formation, we saw Big Bubba walk out a few minutes later carrying a giant bag, probably 10 to 12 pounds, of animal crackers. Then comes the drill instructor. She had him stand beside her, holding the bag, while she paced silently in front of us, head down, for what felt like forever. Then, quietly, she said, thanks to Big Bubba, I have learned something today. I've been deceived by my very own eyes. This bag right here, in Big Bubba's hands, is not full of animal crackers. They are in fact, animal cookies. She looked up at us, eyes sharp, and continued, I am highly disappointed in each and every one of you here. The Army isn't every man or woman for themselves. We are a team. We are sisters and brothers. We are a family, and not one of you had my back. I am deeply hurt. None of you corrected me when I said these were animal crackers. Your actions have shown me today that you all lack teamwork and support for your fellow soldier. She then goes on saying, Big Bubba is the only one here who understands what family, teamwork, and support really is. He went out of his way and informed me I was wrong about the animal crackers. He protected his leader by telling me the truth. His actions today show a strong leader, someone who is not afraid to call out and let his chain of command know that they have been misled. For his brave actions today, he will be rewarded with this bag of animal cookies. She placed extra emphasis on cookies. As for the rest of you, she said, you're going to learn from Big Bubba today about teamwork and how we need to look out for our fellow battle buddies. She then told Big Bubba he could sit down and enjoy his reward. She smoked us for 3 hours straight training under the brutal South Carolina summer heat. We kept going until Big Bubba ate the entire bag of animal cookies.